Hi creatives, you're welcome to another interesting sewing tutorial. On today's tutorial, I'll be sharing with you how to properly pad and sew a bustier or a princess dart bustier. Not just that, I'll be sharing with you how you can perfectly press your bustier. Now, I have to say that even when your pattern is properly drafted for a bustier, if you do not pad it properly and of course stitch it properly as well as press it accurately, you're going to have a misshaped or not properly shaped bustier. In this tutorial, I'm going to share with you everything you need to know about putting your bustier together to get that perfect fit. Okay, so I'm going to start this by cutting out the bustier. I've already made the pattern. Don't worry, in my next tutorial I'm going to share with you how I drafted this bustier and of course the complete dress I am using it for. Okay, so you just have to go ahead and cut out your bustier and then make sure you notch the underbust, notch the bust point, and notch the seam allowances where necessary. This is so important because you'll be making use of these landmarks while putting the bustier together. So that is what I did here, and ignore the back because we are not dealing with the back pattern in this tutorial. It's strictly the front. So I had to go ahead and cut out the hairstay. Just as you can see, I am using hairstay to first interface it. I cut it out just the same way you cut your lining. You have to iron from the back just as I illustrated, then turn to the front, place your ironing cloth, and then iron on top of the ironing cloth so that you do not dent your fabric. Okay, so now I'm going to do the same thing as well for the sides. Place your hairstay like this. The gummy part is facing the wrong side of the fabric, so go ahead and iron and turn to the right side, place your ironing cloth and iron through the right side as well. So that is what I did, and I had to trim off any excess hairstay that is on the fabric, and this is what I got at the end of the day. So now the next step is the wording. Now what I'm using is the light wording. You know, we have light, medium weight, and of course the very thick wording, but what I have handy here is the light and the medium weight. But what I am using for this very project is the very light one. Yes, I'm using the light wording. You can't believe that is the light wording that gave that level of structure. When your pattern is drafted correctly and also every other thing is done correctly, yes, that is the result you will get. Now you can see how I place this right on the bust, and I'm cutting it out exactly like the pattern. Now, when you are a pro with cutting your interfacing, that is your wording, you will not need to cut out all this. I'm doing this because of tutorial purpose so that you understand better. So right here, you're going to take 1 inch or 1¼ inches from the side. Okay, you will then drop here by 1¼ inch and connect those 2 points. Now the essence is to ensure that the wording does not get to the neckline, yes, and affect the seam, and also to the armhole and affect the seam or make that spot bulky. So when you cut it like this, you come to this underbust and go up by 3/4. So go up by 3/4 and curve it like this to this other way and then cut out. And that is it. That's how to cut the center padding. So you have to place it like this with the gummy side touching the hairstay, the wrong side of this fabric. Ensure that it is placed on the underbust, and you can see that it didn't get to the armhole. And yes, this is how you're going to place it, and then turn to the right side, place your ironing cloth on top, and then use your iron and gum it in place. As simple as that. So that is how to do this, and then I'm going to show you how to deal with the side. So when you come to the side, I had to place this and place it on fold as well. Then cut here straight so that it's going to land on the bust. So you can place it like this. Ensure that the fold is also on the seam allowance, as you can see. Go ahead and cut out just the way you can see me do right here, and then remove the excess. Just watch closely to see the modifications I'm doing. Watch closely. Aside what I'm saying, watch closely. Okay, so you're going to take some basic measurements right here. So from here, you're going to take about 1½ inches. Okay, 1¾ inches, 1½ to 1¾ inches, then mark. Then you're going to curve the way you can see me do. Okay, curve round and take it to the underbust. You won't make it small because when you make it small, there's a line it leaves, especially if the cloth is transparent. Just ensure that it's as wide as possible, not too wide, but you can see the landmarks. So here is 3/4 inch away, while the beginning part is 1/3 inches away. Okay, just go ahead and cut this out. You can see that this did not get to the armhole, so you ensure that your padding does not get to the armhole. I had to notch this part so that I won't be confused of where goes to the bust area. Yes, because if you watch the shape, they are both rounded, so you have to notch the one that will be going inside so that you won't miss, place it for the other way. So go ahead and place like this, turn to the right side, place your ironing cloth and go ahead and iron. The gummy parts will be touching the wrong side of the fabric. So after gumming, this is what it looks like. So this is what it looks like. Always make use of your ironing cloth so that your fabric will not change color. So this is how you're going to place the bustier. So you place it like this and go ahead and stitch those notches. This is the time to observe them as you stitch through this curve. So after stitching, this is what I got. Even when I have not notched or ironed, you can see how beautiful this is looking. So right now I am going to trim off any excess thread and throw that away. Then you go ahead and notch. Yes, ensure you notch too, but not through the stitch line, please. Don't make mistake of cutting through the stitch line. So just notch, and then this is what we have. Now the next step is to go ahead and iron. What you're going to use an iron now is your bust ham. I have this one, but I don't like using it. I like using my local bust ham that I made by myself, right? So you're going to go ahead and put it under the bust cup like that, and then open it up just as you can see me do. Go ahead and iron open the bustier line or princess that bustier line, and this is what it looks like. So we are not done yet. The next thing is to go ahead and, cut out the hairstay. All those pieces of hairstay that you got while cutting the hairstay, you have to put it. This is where you'll be needing it. So I'll go ahead and place it on this bust line, and I used it to stick all of this together. You can see what it looks like. And after that, I had to turn it to the right side, and this is what it looks like. You can see how beautiful the cup is standing so well. And then we will iron finally, because we are not done yet. After doing this, you have to put your cup again. You have to put the bust ham and then place the ironing cloth on it. Do the same for this other cup and then place your ironing cloth on it, and of course iron properly. And after that, this is what we have, and you can see how it is sitting perfectly. Are you going to try this? Don't worry, in my next tutorial I'll be sharing with you how to draft, and everything you need to do to achieve the dress I'm actually making this bustier with. You won't want to miss that tutorial. If I show you the dress now, you will just be waiting for the tutorial. Do well to subscribe and turn on your notification bell to be the first to know each time I upload my videos, because here on the channel I definitely share what will help your sewing journey, whether beginner or advanced. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.